it is your boy, James.
And we are the Answers Uncut. You guys already know what time it is.
So, appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, hit your post notifications.
That's right. Share this video on your tweets, on your TikTok, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your what other social media, MacBook, TechBook, all that.
Jeez.
All that. All that.
She said tech book. What is a tech book?
Just, I don't know, but share it. Share it. Share this video because it's something that's important to us.
Yeah.
And we know that if you're watching this video, it's going to be definitely something that's going to be important to you guys.
So, today's topic, guys, we're going to be talking about how to change your financial mindset. Stay tuned all the way to the end of this video because we're going to give you some tips and some tools that you can use and implement today to change your mindset.
Why is it so important?
So, overall, we would like to say, finances is not, and money is not, the end all tell all. Yeah. It's not the most important thing in the world. But we do understand that it is important, and God wants us to have an abundant mindset.
Yeah.
All too often we get, told that, having too much money or having all this is kind of carnal, but at the end of the day, God wants you to be abundant. He wants you to live in prosperity. And that's what we believe. And at the end of the day, we have to be able to understand that to move forward.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the reason why I think that it's so important is because it's the fuel to everything you do.
Yeah, a lot of
how you live, how you think,
how you eat, what you
okay, Mr. Fitness guy.
Right.
Mr. Mindset over here with the fitness. But it does. Your day-to-day actions, it's all affected by your mindset.
Yeah.
And I think specifically in this video, we're going to be talking about in terms of money. And I think especially in our community is like, people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to talk about how to make more money or how to invest or how to be a go-getter and be hungry as much as we should.
Yeah.
And it's a mindset.
It is.
And again, stay tuned to this video because we're going to be talking about that and we're going to be going deeper into the topic.
So let's jump this off. What is money? Like, literally, I'm asking y'all, like, what is money? What is money to you?
Drop in the comments below. What do you think money is? What is
money? Money overall is a concept that we human beings created. In order to understand finances and money, you have to understand where it originated from. And we as people brought up the idea of money to place value on the things that we use, things that we love. So at the end of the day, money is value. I mean, how much money would you pay for this hoodie? How much money would you pay for those earrings? How much money would you pay for something? And understanding that concept is very critical because the people that make the most money give the most value. Somebody like Jeff Bezos, I watched an interview with Jeff Bezos and he was saying, they were talking about how he feels being the richest man in the world. And he was saying, although I am the richest man in the world, I have made my investors and a lot of people a lot more money. Amazon is valued at almost $1 trillion.
Wow.
And if he's a billionaire, close to a little over 100 billion, that's a fraction of the amount of value that he's put into the world. So if you think about it, all these billionaires, people like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they all have presented value and people have valued that marketplace enough to pay them what they're worth.
And how do you feel that correlates with your money mindset?
So in order to understand that, I feel like, growing up, a lot of times, especially coming from my background, our backgrounds, we kind of feel like you have to trade your time for money. You have to work a 9 to 5. You have to work at a company for 40 years before you're able to retire and get your 401k. And there's so many different ways to do that, and that's just a mindset that has been ingrained into us since back in the days that, you know, sometimes you have to get out of that mindset in order to achieve financial freedom and financial success. So I feel like at the end of the day, money equals value. We need to understand that as a people, and understand that we need to be able to produce value in order to get money. So originally, there was no such thing as money. We used to have a barter system where if you had chickens and eggs, I would trade you for a sword or a weapon to protect your farm. And that's really where the original concept of money came, was from bartering. And it was the value of how much is this sword valued to you for, let's say I'll trade you 5 eggs for it. And the sword maker may be like, nah, I think this sword is worth 10 eggs. And then there would be a dispute. So that's where money came into play. And there was a value that was placed on eggs by everybody, and a value that was placed on the sword by everybody, but which can vary. So money plays an integral part in today's society, and understanding that what you have to offer is what people are going to be willing to pay for.
One of the biggest things for me personally in my journey of changing my mindset around money is knowledge and the company that I keep. It's crazy because we expect to have this change overnight because we want money.
Yeah.
But we don't do anything differently.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
true.
For me, it took me educating myself in the finance industry, educating myself in terms of things that I thought was valuable and things that I thought people valued, to help me change my mindset, reading, and more importantly, changing the company that I keep. And you know, I love my friends and my family to death. But if you look around, your 5 closest friends, you guys all make around the same income.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Your closest friends, you know, you guys are probably all within that same tax bracket.
Yeah.
I had to change that.
Yeah. We both had to.
We both had to change
I
that.
mean, moral of the story, elevate your circle. Yeah. Elevate your circle.
Because if you guys think about it, if you guys are friends, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, because ultimately you're going to be that person in that circle that's going to be making the most money. You can be able to help them. But it's like now we have friends that are in different tax brackets. We're expanding in terms of the things we do for fun. We're expanding on the things that we think are now good investments. Like we're expanding on our knowledge, on our even our vocabulary, believe it or not. It's just like iron sharpening iron.
Yeah.
And if you're associating yourselves with people that are already at that place where you want to be, that's going to be the motivation.
That's true. You see what's possible.
Exactly.
You're able to kind of see that it's tangible. You're able to grasp it.
Yeah, absolutely. As opposed to, you know, you remaining within that circle, you know, and I'm just using that as an example. Let's say, for example, if you were broke, you know, and all your friends are broke.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to change your mindset with all of you guys pretty much have the same mindset?
Yeah. And I think I'm going to throw this story in there. You know, growing up, we lived in a, you know, modest...
In the hood?
In the hood. Modest.
It wasn't the hood.
Modest 3-bedroom house, you know, very modest. I remember going off to college, and one of my roommates, we went to his parents' house, and his parents stayed in Pawleys Island, kind of, you know, in Charleston. And when we pulled up to their house was huge, like one of the biggest houses I've ever seen at the time. And that expanded my mindset on what was possible. They had golf carts, elevator in the house, like just all kind of fancy stuff, just so much abundance.
Wow.
And
that's what God wants for us.
And that's what God wants for us. And they were the nicest people ever. Like, they were so nice. They were just giving us whatever we wanted.
You need to ask them if they have a financial advisor.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So they were like the nicest people ever. And ultimately, you know, we sometimes have this misconception that rich people are, or people with a lot of money are like shrewd or, you know, kind of standoffish. But, you know, people that are really living in abundance, not only is their mindset in abundance, they just have so much positivity about them.
Yeah.
Because that's what it takes in order to be able to bring abundance. You get out what you put out, what you attract. So, you know, they just presented so much abundance, and I was able to see what was possible, and that kind of changed my mindset. Like, you know, this is possible. Like, you know, these people are living in abundance. Of course, I ain't like it when I got back home. I was like, we gotta do something.
Yeah, right?
We gotta do something.
But it took that exposure
yeah.
to that to get you to be like, wow, I need more. I want more.
Yeah.
I gotta change my mindset because right now this 9 to 5 is not gonna cut it.
It's not.
You know? So again, these are actionable items that you can take charge of right now, today. Change your circle. You could still be friends with Pee Wee Herman down the street. But make sure that, you know, you do something different. Travel, go to a networking event and meet somebody that has the job you dream of. Because that's gonna put you one step closer to achieving that goal.
So, these are some active keys that you can do today to change your financial situation, to change your financial mindset and overall. And one way you can do that is by just overall serving people.
Yeah, being of service. That was big for me.
Yeah.
That was big for me. I think a lot of us are like, okay, what can I get? What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
Yeah.
And I think there's something that clicks in your mind, especially me, as like my gift is serving.
Yeah.
It's almost like, okay, well, how can I serve this person? Like, what can I do for this person that could help them along their journey?
Yeah.
That right there, that mindset shift is so powerful because not only are you helping somebody, but it's almost as if the money will come.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because now you desire to serve, you desire to help, and people feel that. People feel that energy.
That is
and they're
so
gonna
true.
gravitate towards you.
That is so true. And there's a saying that he who works more than expected gets paid and rewarded the most. So if you are equating your work to, I'm not doing this if I'm not getting paid, then that's a different mindset. That's the mindset of the, you know, the 9 to 5 employee that's trying to work their entire life. When ultimately you gotta take a step back. Like, no, sometimes you gotta put in work without seeing nothing in return. Professional athletes, somebody like LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, they have had to play basketball for years without getting paid, without, you know, a lot of fame, putting in practice, a lot of time, and they didn't get paid for it until they get to that draft where they have that huge payday. And, you know, that's why they end up as the most valuable player, because they present the most value. Once again, if you have the most value or present the most value, you get compensated the most in the marketplace.
I think another thing that's very important in terms of changing your money mindset is getting out of saving. Stop saving. Stop saving your money. Stop saving it.
Yeah.
We're holding on to it like it's gonna leave us.
Yeah.
And we're losing value. Like, inflation is 3%. If your money is sitting in your checking account, you're probably making 0%. If it's sitting in a savings account, you're probably making 1%. So 3% minus 1%, you're losing money. You're losing purchasing power. And I actually had to get out of that mindset. I don't know if you guys know, but my dad is African. He is super frugal. I love him to death. But it's all about saving money and hoarding it. And you know, we have to change that mindset, because you don't put your money in a position where it can grow and exceed inflation. You know, we have to get in the mindset of investing our money. instead of saving it.
Yeah.
And even in the Bible and in Matthew's, it talks about, I'll let you talk about it because you're a little bit more familiar with the story.
So in the Bible, there's a story in Matthew of a master that left some talents and money to his servants. And he had 3 servants. He left one 5 talents or 5 money, one 2, and the other one 1. And when he returned, the one with the 5 came back with 10. And he blessed the servant. He was like, yo, well done. The one with 2 came back with 4. Blessed them, well done. And the one with the 1 came back with the same 1 talent and was like, you know, master, I know you was a hard person, so I didn't want to lose your money, so I just kind of buried it. I buried it and tucked it away.
Saved it.
You know, saved it for you. When you come back, I'm gonna give it back to you. And the master was like, come on.
Yeah.
Threw him in jail, took his money and gave it to the one with the 10. Even though the 10 already had a lot more money. So the moral of the story was, you know, we were put here to multiply and expand. And if you sit on the talents or, you know, the mindset and the gifts that you have and not try to find ways to multiply it or have it work for you, you're living in discord to what the Bible is saying and what God wants for you overall, because your money is supposed to work for you, not you working for your money. So if we don't understand that financially, that money is a vehicle and a tool that's supposed to work for us, you're just gonna be backwards chasing money when your money's supposed to be chasing you.
Preach, preacher!
Just had to let y'all know. I mean, that's just the facts to it. And a lot of wealthy people know this concept and they apply this to their daily lives, and that money just keeps compounding, and you hating on them because they got a lot of money when ultimately it's just a mindset switch. That's all it is.
Yeah, and it's all that energy, that negative energy. When you see somebody that's living in abundance and they have more than you,
bless them.
Be happy for them.
Bless them.
Bless them.
Bless them.
Like, you know, pay for their lunch, even though that they.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I had lunch today with somebody that makes $300,000, and you know who picked up the check? Me. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. I
mean, because he's in a position where he's even having lunch with me.
Yeah.
Pouring into me, feeding me knowledge. And that right there is priceless.
It is.
Priceless.
It helps change your mindset on what you can do to level up.
Absolutely.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, knowledge is power. And a lot of people put too much value on the actual money itself when that's not really where the power is. It's in yourself. It's in your knowledge. Because if I was blind right now and I took $100 bill and I held it up, and I took a $1 bill and held it up, you won't be able to tell the difference. You won't be able to tell the difference at the end of the day. So
I'll tell the difference, right?
Yeah, right. So at the end of the day, I mean, just understanding that it's your mind. That's the power. That's the value. Your mind is the value. And in order to change that, you have to apply these things that we're telling you, because that's going to help you one step closer to get to that abundance that you desire.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. And all in all, Ansah Squad, you know, we love you guys. We just want you guys to be better and do better.
Succeed.
And explore and expand your circle and elevate and change your mindset. Read. I mean, some of the greatest books is what?
So some
Bible.
Books that you guys can, you know, read, because knowledge is power. You can start first with the Bible. There's a lot of gems about money in the book of Proverbs, guys. Check it out, read it. There's a lot of sayings. There's another book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That book changes your mindset. Was another one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
And a lot of you don't even have to read a lot of these books. Audio.
You can audiobook, depending on how you want to learn. Depending on how you learn.
But I know if you're like me and you're super busy and you're like constantly in meetings all day and you feel like you don't have time to read, you can listen to an audiobook. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yes, we do.
We hope some of these tips helped you kind of change your mindset about money. If you have any questions or anything else you want to know or learn, drop in the comments below. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, hit your post notifications. And until next time, guys, we are the Answers Uncut.